This video is for those of you who are undergoing a spiritual awakening and 3 inspiring and uplifting reasons why you should stay grateful, especially during these dark and turbulent times. Many of us believe that there is a higher power or a universal intelligence that guides the events in our lives. From this point of view, everything that happens, both positive and negative, are part of a larger plan that is meant to assist us in learning and growing and just ever evolving as spiritual beings. When we are actively facing challenges, we then have the opportunity to learn our valuable lessons and to grow spiritually. These experiences shape our character in developing qualities such as resilience, empathy, and wisdom. If we can start to approach life with openness and willingness to learn from every situation, we can develop a sense of spiritual growth and transformation. So if you're a newcomer who is uncertain about your spiritual path, or you're experiencing a spiritual awakening now and you feel like you could be going a little bit crazy, then you've come to the right place. You have been led here for a reason, since there are no accidents. Welcome to this channel, and may you open up to your full spiritual potential now. So stay tuned later in this video and we'll go through an exercise that will help shift your focus from a negative mindset to one of gratitude. It's called gratitude journaling, and I'll go through steps to assist you in changing your mindset quickly. Hey, let's get into these 3 reasons, shall we? Reason 1. For your own emotional well-being. When we actually take the time to reflect on the things that we are grateful for, it can help to actually calm us and to make us feel more focused, even through turbulent times. Expressing our gratitude has been linked to an increase in happiness, less stress, and improved emotional well-being. Remaining in gratitude can provide a sense of perspective and remind us that there's always reasons to be hopeful and optimistic. Reason number 2, positive mindset focus. Maintaining a positive mindset can improve our resilience and coping skills during turbulent times. Shifting our focus from one of what's going wrong to what's going right in our lives allows us to acknowledge the good things, no matter how small, during the challenges that we're facing. So the next time something isn't going the way that you or I think it should be, instead of asking, why me? Let's instead ask ourselves, what lesson am I meant to learn from this? It takes us out of victim status to one of empowerment instantly. We have so much knowledge to gain when we can view things from a different perspective in life. We often feel overwhelmed when faced with a problem, and that's a pretty common response. When we're overwhelmed, it can be a challenge to even take a breath, let alone take the best action forward. So, as we possess the power of conscious choice, please be mindful that dark or difficult times are only fleeting moments in our lives, not hours, not days, not weeks, unless we encourage, allow, and assist those turbulent moments to follow us and continue to cause emotional hardships. So here are some ways that we can help ourselves the next time we're overwhelmed with a problem. Take a break. Step back from the problem, take some deep breaths, remembering that we are spiritual beings having an experience as a human being on earth. That can help clear our minds quickly. Break down the problem into smaller and more manageable steps. Focus on doing one step at a time instead of trying to just solve the entire issue all at once. Practice self-care. Do things that help us to relax and lose stress, such as meditation or a walk in nature, listening to music or exercising. Taking care of ourselves will help us to become more stronger, more resilient. Talk to someone like a trusted friend, counselor, or a family member and let them know how you're feeling. Sometimes just sharing our feelings with someone can help us to let go of some of that overwhelm, that overload. Develop and use some problem-solving techniques like weighing the pros and cons of different options or seeking advice from others who have faced that problem, the very same situation. Be aware of negative thoughts. Try to recognize and acknowledge any negative thoughts that may be contributing to the problem. Start to practice positive self-talk and focus on constructive ways to address the problem. Reason 3, strengthening our inner relationships. Discovering and aligning with our authentic self, like our inner wisdom and core values, will help strengthen our self-knowledge of who we are. It involves a deep dive into ourselves to discover our new beliefs and our purpose in life. Finding our truth is about recognizing and honoring our authentic self and living in accordance with our genuine self, rather than conforming to the outside world and its influences. I hope that these 3 reasons will assist you in thinking creatively and help to expand your mind to view things from different perspectives. Embracing our spiritual growth involves exploring different approaches in dealing with our problems, so they become completely manageable and are no longer an issue. And just before we continue, if you are liking this video, please click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below. I read each and every one of them, and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Also, spiritual beings, if you have any suggestions for upcoming videos, please leave your comments below. I would love to know what this community requires so that we can explore these topics together. Thank you so much, spiritual beings. I love you very much. Okay, so let's see how we go about changing our negative focus to one of being very grateful. So pause the video if you need to and go grab a piece of paper and a pen. Also, you can go through this exercise with me, but when you do it, you'll just need to pause the video after each step. So here's how we're going to go about doing this. Take a few minutes to sit quietly away from distractions. Just turn the video, pause it for a minute. When you come back, start by writing down 3 things that you're grateful for in life. And that can be anything. Be grateful for sunshine, trees, grass, rain, your breath, your life, your friends and family. How about delicious food and clean water, fresh air? Absolutely anything and everything. I'm grateful each morning when I wake that I'm given another breath. I'm truly grateful for that, so I can continue to help others. I'm also grateful for the fact that I can move freely and participate in exercise and walking in nature. And even more grateful for the abundance of fresh air and fluffy white clouds that I see while I am walking in nature. Next, write down a specific issue that is affecting you. And be sure to acknowledge the feelings and emotions that you have about it. I will share a small issue that I used to deal with that had me in complete chaos. It was my fear of being late anywhere. Even if I was still running on time, I would still feel anxious and worried and always dreading that time would get away from me and I would be rushed to get somewhere. It took all the pleasure out of everything because I couldn't concentrate on anything except being late. It totally ruined every single outing. So now try to think of at least one positive aspect or a silver lining in that situation. Think of a lesson that you learned or an unexpected opportunity for growth. Okay. The lesson I learned was to prepare myself by leaving 15 minutes early. Yeah. I make it a new goal to leave 15 minutes early so that I can get there, get out and stretch my legs, feel refreshed and relaxed, rather than being a jumbled mess, falling out of the car and making it just in time. Reflect on how expressing gratitude for the positive things in your life can help shift your mindset into a more positive one. Because I made the conscious choice to leave early helps me to feel so grateful and so relaxed. I now look forward to outings, and I know that I can have the prep time still knowing that I will arrive early to my destination. Okay, so let's end by writing down a few more things that we're grateful for, or we can just simply focus on a couple. Walking outside, maybe reading a book, loving yourself. So go ahead and take this piece of paper and tape that to your mirror or someplace that you could see it. This should be a visual, and it would be a great reminder why you are grateful during dark times. So I hope you find this exercise beneficial. Please let me know. Remember, our minds can only focus on one thought at a time. So make that thought positive. As you finish this exercise, you may observe a sense of calmness, enabling you to assess the situation with clarity. It is important to recognize that you have the power to choose how you are reacting to any circumstance. Consciously, you are choosing it. As you embark on your spiritual awakening journey, remember that it is a profound process of self-discovery and growth. Embrace each moment with mindfulness and trust your intuition 1000%. Be kind and patient as you allow yourself to release limiting beliefs, to embrace changes, and to open your heart to the infinite possibilities that await you. May you walk this path with courage, grace, and authenticity, knowing that you are fully supported by the universe every step of the way. So shine brightly, dear spiritual beings, for your awakening is a gift to the world.